We are
Happy New
live.
Year,
Hey,
everybody.
go ahead.
I just say Happy New Year to everybody. We are back with Kim starting off this year, and actually, a lot of this quarter's videos are going to be with Kim.
Uh-oh. Get used to me. Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. We had to postpone this topic we had scheduled in December about protecting video for members only because of state of the word, and we thought it was important that we watch it and that everyone watches it. So we bumped this event, but we're kicking off the year talking about how to protect videos for members only. There's a lot of ways you can do this. We have some blog content. We have it up on the screen here. With the different methods for really just video hosting is the piece, because Paid Memberships Pro protects the streaming component within the WordPress site. So I'm going to try to get through, which section do I want to do? I'm going to try to get through the main 4 that we recognize as ways to host video. That's not an exhaustive list. There's other places to host your video as well. These are the 4 that I kind of see the most through support and through our users. So sound good, Sam? Are we ready to get going?
Yes, we're ready to roll. I will let you have it.
You can post a chat in that sidebar. We probably won't do it while I'm doing my little demo in the beginning. Maybe I'll do 2 or 3 different video platforms. So if you have a question, post it in the chat. We'll get to it once I get through that initial demo. And then if we have time at the end, I can demo another platform. So the first platform, the most straightforward platform that I want to demonstrate for members only video is through YouTube. We have another video on our channel that's curated about this, so I probably won't edit this demo for you, but I want to show you in this talk. YouTube is what people call its own search engine, and the second most used search engine, second to Google as a search engine, which is weird to think about, but kind of true. A lot of content, a lot of free ways to stream and watch video on YouTube. There is a way to publish your video and upload it to YouTube so that it isn't listed within YouTube search results or Google's search results. So that's the method I'm going to start with here. It's not the best long-term strategy to use YouTube private or unlisted videos, but it is a great way to get started, and especially useful if you have a model where you release the video and then let's say a week later you make it public. So some membership models are early access driven. So this is probably the best method if you're going to later release your video to the public after a window time had passed. So this is our YouTube account you'll see on the screen for Stranger Studios, which is where we publish our Paid Memberships Pro content, our site-wide sales content, our Restrict with Stripe content. And I'm going to just show you how to use this platform to upload a new video. I made a few videos of our dogs, and then I put a few of cats also. So I'm going to upload this video. It's called All Dogs. Hopefully these upload pieces of the step don't take too long. It's going to process the video while I'm going through this, but for this demo, I'm not going to set any custom playlist or any custom settings. So I just selected that video, I uploaded it, and the important step here is video visibility. So with this portion of the video uploader in YouTube, you want to set your video to unlisted. Private videos, you need to share a direct link and you can embed them on your site. Public videos would be shown within your YouTube channel publicly, within Google search results if anything hit a keyword. So for this example, we're going to set our video to unlisted. And click save. Hopefully this was a very short video, like 20 seconds. It'll be pretty quick to upload. So once you do that upload, you'll immediately get a unique video link to the YouTube video, to the content directly on YouTube. So I'll pull that up. Oh, isn't that nice? That's my sister's dog, our dogs. Just one morning, they were all cuddling. So I'm going to take us over to the demo site you've probably seen in previous videos we've had here. It's our Must Love Dogs demo site. And this is a membership site that we use for all of these tutorials. It has, basic levels set up. I'm logged in as an administrator at the beginner level. And we're going to create a new blog post with this video. We'll call this the All Dogs Are Sleepy. For this site, we have our content set up that if the post is restricted, it doesn't show any excerpt or any kind of teaser content. So we won't have to set up an excerpt for this post. Once we restrict it to members only, the entire content of the post will be restricted. So WordPress does come built in with a YouTube embed. So you can enter the URL to embed the video here. We'll see if this works. Sometimes YouTube has different formats of videos. Okay, that worked fine. So we would just, with the block editor, type /YouTube to bring up that interface to insert that block. WordPress prompts me to insert the URL of the video. It's an unlisted video. Remember we did that. And then at the post level, we're going to set some membership requirements. So with this require membership block, I'm going to select all and publish the post. So because I'm logged in as an admin that has access to view this, I can play the video and right on the site on this protected post. I'll show you that if I log out of the site and go back to our blog, the all dogs are sleepy post we just made. Oh, look, the URL is there. Hold on. I actually don't have excerpts protected. Hold on. Let me show you that. Let's see here. Okay. Memberships, settings. Oh, yes. Show excerpts. Okay. I'm going to change it to hide the excerpts. Sorry about that. All right. Flub. All right. So now we'll show you that we're logged out of the site. We go back to the all dogs are sleepy post and we can't see that unlisted video. Then if we log back in, I showed you how we can see the video. The reason this isn't a great long-term strategy for protected posts is that the URL of the YouTube video is discoverable. So people who have and are paying for your membership could find the URL to this video on YouTube and directly share that URL to a friend, by email or by text, anything. So as long as they have this URL, even though it's an unlisted video, it will play through the YouTube side of things. So it's not a great permanent strategy. There are some ways to kind of hide that URL. Other players besides this default WordPress one that don't show the share link or the watch on YouTube link kind of create a more minimized player view. And I can show you that one of the plugins I recommend for that later. But just bare bones, if all you were going to do is to have like a very minimal content protection for your YouTube videos, that's how I would do members video on YouTube. Just like we protected that post at the membership level, we could also use our membership required block, which is a way to insert. There. Okay. So that's a way to insert content for members only within content. So if you wanted this post to be public and to have some introductory content before the video within the content and then some content after that was public, and just that video portion was excluded, you could use the membership required block, put a heading in. And then I'm just going to move this block into, see how easy there. Okay, so now that block is within the post. The post itself isn't protected at all for members only, but that portion of the post is. So similar to before, this is us logged in as a member. We can see the post. And when we're logged out, we don't see anything. It's as if it doesn't exist. That's our YouTube tutorial. I'm going to move to our next tutorial, which is hosting your videos on Vimeo. Let me close my YouTube stuff. Okay, so Vimeo is kind of similar to YouTube. They have the ability to create a channel, to create collections of videos. Your videos can be public on Vimeo. They can be indexed in search. There is no completely free level of Vimeo. There are paid plans based on how many team members you have, how many watchers you have, kind of how much traffic, and then some advanced features of Vimeo. So this is a basic Vimeo plan. What is it called? Standard here. And I uploaded some videos in advance for us to see. The important thing to do with your Vimeo videos, if you want to protect them and never allow them to show up in the Vimeo search, never allow them to show up via direct URL request, you can set that up at your at the account level, those privacy settings. I did this earlier and I'll try to find it. Let's see. I set defaults for my account. But let's upload a video and I'll show you directly within the video settings how you do that. So I think I already uploaded this one. We're going to upload it again. This is a video of our dog who loves peanut butter. So my default settings here you see with each video you upload at the top there, it says hide from Vimeo, manage privacy. Oh, here it is. So my upload defaults, these are set across my whole Vimeo account. So if you don't plan to upload more public videos than private videos, you can set the default for your Vimeo account. So every time I upload something new, use these settings. Then I don't have to worry about customizing them each time I'm uploading something. And then if I do choose to have some of my videos become public on Vimeo, I can do that per video. But I know that my defaults are set up the way that I need them to. So there's certain preferences you can adjust relating to stats and captions and things like that. But the most important thing is this section of upload defaults called privacy. Who can watch your videos? Just like YouTube, there's that unlisted version, which is only if they know the exact URL, they can see it. Password protected would be if they had the URL to the Vimeo video, they would also need the unique password to kind of unlock it. And that would be a single shared password for that single video. So video URL mapped to a single password that you would set. A private video, I think, is invite only. So you would say this video is private and these 10 email addresses can access it. Public videos on Vimeo would show up in all of their search result, would be indexed by Google. And of course, if a direct URL to a video or your channel were shared, the videos would all show up there in the library. And then finally, this one, hide from Vimeo, is the setting you want if you do not want it shown up on your channel within Vimeo or in their search. I changed this setting to no one can comment. I don't think that will even come into play because the video will only be embedded on our URL. And then this is that important piece. Where can your videos be embedded? So Vimeo allows you to have a domain level restriction. So you would choose for this only on the sites I choose, because you do want to embed the videos within your membership site. And then you would add the domain of your membership site here. This is my local site, my local domain. I was happy that that worked. And then if you wanted to do this retroactively for your entire Vimeo library, you would check this box and click save. So my settings were already set to that. Let's go back to the video we just uploaded. So this is a video that we uploaded and it's hidden from Vimeo. So, all right. So if I wanted to create a new post within our Must Love Dog site that contained this, a video of our dog, I did install the Vimeo plugin. I don't know if I'm really using that here. It adds a block to the WordPress editor and it lets you connect your Vimeo library to your WordPress site. So it's kind of easier to browse. You don't actually need that. You could use, each video has its own like embed code that you can use. I think settings, no. I think Vimeo gives you like an embed code, just like YouTube did. Anyway. But this is going to be Eden eating peanut butter. Eden just turned 7. Her birthday we celebrate on January 1st. So super fun. I'm glad I can feature her in this. So I'm going to use that Vimeo block. And this wouldn't be in your default WordPress site. This would be enabled by that plugin, I think. So paste the URL to the video. I'm in the settings area here. Okay, put this away. Okay, that's the URL to the video. Within this thing, click embed. You worked before. Sorry, this couldn't be embedded. Why? You worked before. Manage videos, hide from video, embed. All right, let's try the, oh, there's the embed code. Let's try this. Okay. Copy the embed code. And just like before, I'm just going to restrict this post to all membership levels. So when we view the post, we can see the video embedded there. We can play the video as a logged in member with this membership level, even because of that domain level restriction. If I log out, I can't see that video. So just like before, the video is hosted by Vimeo. It's streaming through Vimeo. We're getting all the benefits of Vimeo's watch analytics for this video, but no one can access it directly. I am logged into this Vimeo account. So if I, let's see, if I log out and I remember the URL of the video, I try to access it, it returns as like a non-URL. That wasn't true with our YouTube video. We could go right to the URL and we could watch the video. So in this case, it's not accessing the video through our website, so we're being blocked. Cool. Wow, this is going fast. I'm getting through a lot of them. I'm going to go through, I won't go through Amazon S3 because that's a little more technical and I think more pricey than the one I want to show you next. So the next one I want to show you is a combination of a video hosting content delivery network, or CDN. It's called bunny.net. This was brought to us by a team member that worked with us last summer briefly. It was a newer at the time service, but it is in essence, it's a hosting service that's very inexpensive, and it mirrors your data across data centers across the world, and it allows you to set up private buckets of video. So just like our Vimeo video wasn't directly accessible, the video I show you now will also not have a directly accessible URL. And then the way to make this bunny.net video hosting side work with WordPress is through a plugin called Presto Player. You actually need the pro version of their player in order to do private video. It's not an expensive player to purchase. I think it's about $100 for a year for that license for the Presto Player. But the pro version has analytics, so you can see by user watch time right in your WordPress site admin. You can see like how far along they've gotten, what are the most popular videos, and then the pro version is what enables that bridge to the private hosted video with bunny.net. I will say that is like super cheap. We have a public video hosted on bunny.net, which is our video homepage video. I think I paid $15 once for this like a year ago, and we've only spent, $10, and that video, gets loaded and watched by tens of thousands of people every month. So super low cost video streaming and quite fast video streaming. So I'm going to show you just one more video with that. So just like before, we're going to post, let's do a cat one. Cats are okay. And then let me show you what actually would be nice of me to actually show you which plugins I have installed for this. So the active plugins we're going to be using, this one is called Presto Player. Presto Player is free in the WordPress repository. It does also work with like a YouTube video or a self-hosted video. I think also with a Vimeo video. And adds that layer that it creates its own kind of library and customizable player with like customizable color and a slim play bar, autoplay, things like that, if you're interested in that. And then we add on top of that this Presto Player Pro plugin. And those are the two that we'll use. So cats are okay. The Presto bunny.net private video is the block we're working with here. This video is only accessible to those who are logged in. The first time you do this, you'll connect your website via an API key to your bunny.net account. So within your bunny.net account, you'll go to account details and then, wait, hold on. Let me see. I got to this earlier. Okay, account and then API. And I'm not going to show you my API key, but it'll be right there within the account. You have to make like an initial deposit to put a balance in the account. Like I said, I only put $15 in it, and it's taken over a year to even deplete a portion of it. So once you connect that API key once in this editor, you'll never have to do it again. It gets stored in the WordPress site. So insert the block prestobunny.net private video, and then already uploaded videos get pulled in. These are the videos that are already in that storage zone, that private storage zone, and it creates an interface that you can upload them right here within your WordPress admin. So I had this one cats video I added earlier. I'm going to insert the second cats video. Hopefully should process fast because it's only 17 seconds long. These are not my cats. These are cats from Canva. I just tried to download some royalty-free video that I could use today with y'all. Come on, it's processing. If you uploaded videos directly in the bunny.net correct, like private pull zone, they're called, you wouldn't have to upload them through your WordPress site. You could batch upload a ton of videos to your folders. And then when you use this to access that private stream library, it would recognize and pull in all of those videos. It's such a weird looking cat, right? I think for this, yeah, add an overlay. No, I want to add it's called, not an overlay. I thought it was called like a poster. Oh, here, poster image. Okay. Well, it's going to be a teaser. I'm going to put a dog and then you're going to teaser and it's going to be a cat. Okay. So now that video is embedded on the site. It's private. It's in that private video bucket. It can't be accessed directly, only through our site, and we can restrict it by requiring membership just like before. If we go to our site, we'll watch this intense cat video. And if we log out and go back to our site as a non-member, that video isn't visible. So that's like the end of the 3 services I want to show you. They have varying costs. They have varying security levels, I will say. Personally, I really like the bunny.net combo with Presto Player. This was the first time today in setting this up I ever used Vimeo, and I wasn't really loving the interface and the setup. And I don't think you're getting the most use out of all the features of Vimeo when you're just using it for video hosting. But I know we have a question from someone that was submitted about their experience with Vimeo has been very positive. So I think it'd be a good time to segue to that.
Awesome. So yes, I think Jamie was asking, Jamie used Vimeo a lot. And his question was more on the trust area of like YouTube and content mistakenly tripping up YouTube and people accounts getting locked out. That was Jamie's question.
That's one of those concerns. Even Vimeo, that's possible. These services have their own terms, and if they find that you're uploading content that they are not a fan of, because they are the brand name that your video is streaming with. So with YouTube, if you're uploading hateful content, I think a lot of it still gets through, but they have the ability to shut off your channel and turn you off. With self-hosted video on bunny.net, it's a less public. Their name's not really attached to your video. They're hosting your video. So just like your web host, it's less transparent. And their role in things is just serving the video. It isn't their branding surrounding it. So I'd like, as much as possible, hosting things that you can control. I wouldn't build an entire private membership video business through YouTube. If they took your channel down, just make sure you have a backup somewhere of that video content, and we're able to upload it to a service like bunny.net or some other content delivery network so that you could get your content back up and back live. I haven't heard of people's Vimeo accounts getting deleted, but I think it's quite possible. The same thing with YouTube. I'm like a self-hoster wherever possible. And if you can replicate the analytics that you get, the value you get from being on Vimeo and having those analytics, why wouldn't you find a lower cost option? It's just, streaming to a private place on your site. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have any reason not to have trust with them, but you never know.
It all depends on what you're posting, I guess, too.
Yes. I also don't post anything that isn't appropriate for everyone to see. So
exactly. So Tim asked earlier when you started, what about Cloudflare?
Okay, so I've never used Cloudflare. We have a lot of people that try to use it with their membership site. That would probably be a lot like the bunny.net version. It's a content delivery network. It's optimized for that. So with any of those services, we don't have existing codes. So you're going to have to find a way, if you want the URL, the source URL of the video protected, to generate on the fly, like a URL to the video. It was something I hoped to have to demo for everyone in advance. But it's a recipe we're working on for Amazon S3 that will take the video URL from Amazon S3, from Cloudflare, and on the fly generate a secret URL, I'll say, or URL with a lot of unique parameters to allow that video to stream. And it just won't let people directly access the video. So the same would be true with Cloudflare. You'd have to write like a don't allow direct access or something like that. I wish I was more familiar with Cloudflare to be able to do it. But I think the player like Presto Player we demonstrated, and even WordPress's default kind of video embed code could accept a Cloudflare URL and play it. There's lots of JavaScript-based video player libraries, HTML5 video players. It depends how much and how technical you are, because you want to be able to, customize the player color, let's say, or add a watermark, or add a custom poster like we did at the end there. So you'd be piecing it together a little bit more, but I think your cost overall would be a lot lower, especially if you have like a high volume video course or high volume library of video content that you're streaming a ton.
Awesome. So C Snow has a couple questions about Rumble. We haven't talked about that one yet. But they are wondering if like basically how you could restrict it with Rumble and if it would be similar to Vimeo.
What's that?
And
all
while
right,
you
let's
look
see.
into
Do I want a Rumble
is,
account? Create a Rumble account. All right, let's see what is Rumble. So it seems like a YouTube-like some extreme stuff here. Okay. It comes with the fast video player, competitive bandwidth tiers. They have video hosting, embed codes, enterprise and WordPress plugins. Oh, they spelled WordPress. Okay. It seems like it would be quite similar to any of the things we showed. If they have like those video, let's see if they have something like a all right, they call them these safe list restrictions. On your channels page, click restrictions. The exclusive domains where you want your channel and its content to be available. The video cannot be seen except. So that sounds exactly like Vimeo, that you would set up that domain level restriction on the account and then use the Rumble embed codes to stream them. Sounds like another service. There's also Wistia, if anyone's heard of that. That's quite similar. I think this Rumble homepage made it seem to me like they would allow anything and they wouldn't maybe take down video that like YouTube would that they thought was, you know, against their terms of service. So I think it would work very similarly. You would protect it at the domain level on their side, and then you would use those embed codes from Rumble, or if they had a WordPress plugin, to either put them within that membership required block or an otherwise protected at the post or page level piece of content on your site.
Solid answer.
Let's get rid of this strange guy.
And another shout out to Eden. C Snow also said happy birthday, Eden. And his dog or their dog just turned 18.
That's awesome. I hope my dog will be
incredible.
18. I'm not gonna lie that Eden turning 7 has been a challenge for me because I don't know. My mom said don't focus on the days that are numbered for her. Focus on just moments. So yeah, happy birthday.
My dog is 3 and I don't want him to
don't think of that.
Get old. All right, so another question is how to make video only viewable when purchased within the website as a separate purchase from the standard membership.
Okay, so you have a standard membership and a subscription. Let's say it's $10 a month. You want to make videos that you can buy just one video at a time. With Paid Memberships Pro, there's 2 ways to do this. The first way is an add-on we have called add-on packages, and it allows you to sell a single post or page a la carte. The other option is our multiple memberships per user plugin. The choice of which to use maybe depends. Is it a one-time purchase? So your access to that standalone video, is it a one-time fee for a lifetime of access? I would use the add-on packages. Is it a separate subscription, or is it valid for 30 days or 20 minutes or who knows what you want people to be able to access with that? Then I would use the multiple memberships per user plugin. So we can set one up here with the, let's do add-on packages because we haven't done that one. I don't think we did MMP when we did our ConvertKit stream, I think, or our paid newsletter stream. All right, so add-on packages, I'm going to install this. My user already has, what did we say? I had that beginner membership level. All right, so let's do add-on packages. Let's say you have to pay for this cat video, right? It's going to require that beginner membership level, and we're going to add a price. We're going to say, okay, you have to be a beginner. You have to already be paying me my beginner level fee, and you have to pay me $10 to get and see this, right? So here I am. This content requires you to purchase additional access. You remember I'm a beginner level. we set a price on this page. It's $10. The price is $10. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, that's like the stripe testing card for whatever reason. Okay, so now I can go back and I bought it. Now I can watch this Cats Are Okay video. So that's a good way to sell once-off things. How do I know that I have access to this? When I go back to my membership account page, as the user that made that one-time purchase, I have the invoice. It shows that I'm the beginner level of what I purchased, but also that piece of content I purchased here with add-on packages. But it also shows in what's called like member links. So I can always go back and access the things that I purchased a la carte. The only thing you need to make sure you have is that either your membership account page block or your short code is showing the member links section in one of those areas. So it's also included in my, maybe I can pull this up, confirmation email. Wrong. I have another window open. Sorry if I look like I'm using my computer. Okay, so here's that. I didn't have this open. Membership confirmation. I thought it included in the link, but when are these from? Oh, these are not from now, are they? I don't know.
It says a minute ago.
Does it? Membership confirmation. I thought that it included a link. You know, I probably have these emails customized. I thought it included a link to that add-on packages, but it shows a receipt. It shows me a way to log in, and then I can always go back and watch that one-time purchase there. So with the multiple memberships per user add-on, you would set up a separate group of levels that allow video access. You know, maybe it's a single video and you just call it, you know, buy our cats content, and you have one page with all those videos on them. And then with that, you would set it up just like another membership offering on your site with whatever the pricing is, the initial payment, the recurring payments, the expiration pieces like that. And then you would restrict content just like we've been at the membership level. Those levels would show up in the normal meta box that you see when you're editing a poster page. So yeah, that's
they
possible.
said that right now they're creating extra membership levels per post, which seems like the long way of doing it. So I did throw
the
in the
add-on
chat
packages
that
works well. If you want to do it the way we just showed with the single post page, you can customize it. Like there are filters in place if the add-on package access expires after a certain period of time. But if it's an always thing, you pay your $10, you can always access this video. Kind of reminds me that people do use add-on packages for like a day pass to something alongside. What we've been doing is embedding pre-recorded videos. You can embed streaming video with Vimeo and with the service we use to run these called StreamYard. With Zoom, you can embed. So the same tools to restrict content access, embed a video player can be a live stream. So it could be deliver a fitness class or a live coaching or workshop with a one-day pass. So that's kind of where we see those add-on packages used most.
Awesome. So let's see. I'm
I
gonna
gotta get this funky cat face out of here.
I'm gonna go back to our pre-submitted questions quickly, since I don't see anything else urgent in the chat. Oh wait, actually yes, in the chat. Are you going to cover S3 or is
we can
it
show it at the end? Yep, for sure.
Okay.
It won't be the version of S3 I wanted to show, which was those URLs that become obfuscated. It's code we're working on, but I'll show you how, if the videos are hosted there, how you can embed them in your site.
Perfect.
Oh, my chair's squeaky. Sorry.
So we'll get back to the Amazon S3.
Yep.
Okay, so from our pre-recorded or pre-submitted questions, Mike says it seems simple screen recording software such as Camtasia, I haven't heard of that one.
Camtasia. Yeah.
Camtasia can be used to create a new video of any protected video or even a phone recording pointed at a screen. So why spend a lot of effort trying to protect video content? If people want to copy it, they easily can. Maybe we should be talking more about embedding references back to our site. So if illegally copied content gets shared, it still directs people to our content. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot. Jason's a big proponent of like, don't worry so much about the people that are going to try to steal your content. Just make content good enough that if it gets shared, that's marketing for you. That those unlisted YouTube URLs, if somebody happens to get access to one of them, they watch it. As long as the video description has links to your site, let's say you have like an ad in the middle of your video or some kind of footer banner that has your logo and a link to your URL. If they're loving and engaging with that content, even if it's pirated, like this person said, somebody could play your video back and run Camtasia in the background. So it's recording what's streaming on their screen of their computer and then publish it of their own somewhere. So I would say, if you expect that to happen, put URLs and logos within the video somewhere. If you're using those unlisted YouTube videos, put links to your website there, and just hope that you're creating enough new, fresh content that people who, there's always going to be people who try to get your stuff for free. Good for them. Don't focus on them. I hope that it's a smaller number than the people that are paying you for your expertise. But yeah, always have links back to your site then, and make content that's juicy and engaging and interesting, that if someone happens upon a pirated version, they go, I wonder what else they have to say. Let's go check it out. So maybe it's doing some work in marketing for you. That's super cool. Another thing people do with video sites like this, so how many people have their Netflix password and they shared it to their mom or their sibling or something like that. So we have an extension called WP Bouncer, which limits the number of active sessions logged into the membership site. So if you're seeing, oh, that's funny, like their IP address was in Kentucky and now it's in Florida and now it's in Canada, you're like, oh my gosh. If you're seeing that for the same logged in user, you can use WP Bouncer to say, one simultaneous login. So what that would do, if I'm logged into the site watching your streaming video, my mom has my login and goes to log in, it bumps me. So my mom gets access and I get bumped. So it's an unpleasant experience for people who are sharing credentials and trying to access content at the same time. And it's just a way to kind of prevent what Netflix also tries to prevent, which is that account sharing for people outside of the same household. So yeah, you're always going to be fighting people trying to spam it and steal stuff. So I don't know, you can waste a lot of energy on it, or you can focus on the people that are paying you and are interested in, the official way to get your content.
And we always recommend to pay attention to the people who are, or spend your time and energy with people who are paying you.
Yep. We have a totally free open source plugin. All of our code's free on GitHub, and we still do very well as a business because we are an official source and we continue to put out new stuff. We do events like this. So there's just a benefit to paying, to getting our official support and things like that. So I don't know, it's hard. It takes a lot of effort and time to create video. So I sympathize.
All right. So another pre-submitted question that we had from Daphnia. Is there a way to make it so people can only watch videos if they've spent over a certain amount in the past 90 or 180 days?
Sam and I talked about this briefly, and I was like, not right now, not currently. That's interesting. I wonder what that model really is. So if they've been, let's say, okay, you have to have been a member for 2 months, something like that, we could absolutely write custom code through Paid Memberships Pro to count up the total invoices that you've paid to the site. And restrict access that way. I haven't heard that one before, but it's interesting. If it's outside of Paid Memberships Pro, let's say you use WooCommerce and you have like a meal plan subscription. You send people like, supplements every week, and you have a video about, fitness training, and you only want people who've been, subscribed to your supplements for the last 2 months. That gets a little more complicated. It's still possible. It does require new development that I don't have the code for right now. I'm curious to hear more about that use case. So if you're here and comfortable putting information in the comments, or we can follow up with you by email. But yeah, I haven't heard that one before. Definitely possible. There's a filter in Paid Memberships Pro to say, do I or do I not have access? If let's say you've restricted a post at the membership level for beginner only, you can add a secondary check. Say, okay, like you think that they have access. The filter is true, and then add a secondary check. Say, oh, but they have to have been a paying member for 2 months, and otherwise return false. So there's code for that, and it's possible to write code that does that. Cool.
Awesome. So that's pretty much all we have video related.
Okay.
So if you want to dive into S3 a little bit, or
Sure.
other people want to throw out questions.
Oh, can we put this one up there? Someone said because Paid Memberships Pro is awesome. Thanks. All right, so I'm going to show you Amazon S3, which is similar to a Cloudflare. It's, you know, where an external third-party video hosting. You can use a plugin like Offload S3 to offload like your media from your WordPress site. People use these third-party hosting for assets like video or assets like images because they are heavy and they take a lot of load on your WordPress site and in your WordPress environment. So it's offloading the weight of that streaming video from the server that's running your website, because the more weight you put on the server, you know, that one user might be streaming that video just fine. If you have 50 other users connected to your site, their experience is affected because the server is trying to stream. So where you can, especially with video, you need it off the WordPress server so that the performance of the whole site for your members kind of remains as steady as possible. So let's do an Amazon S3 one. This is a bucket of videos. Amazon S3 changed a lot recently. What we used to do to protect video isn't possible anymore. They used to allow you to kind of set up a permission right in the video with some logic. And now they have a different way to approach that access. So that's why we're working on that obfuscated kind of thing. So for this demo, we'll just do a new bucket of videos, and just think of it as a folder on your computer. You have folders, how you organize things. Think of buckets like that. I don't want to block all public access because we're going to embed the video on our site. So these are access control lists is the word that was escaping me, but it used to be easier to add an access control list at the domain level. I couldn't get it working. So we're going to do that mystery domain kind of thing. But this is that must love dogs area. We'll upload our, I don't know if you could see that. Okay. Which one's small here? We did the all dog ones. Well, let's give it a chance. We'll upload this in the background because we'll create our thing. Did that work? Drop files here. No, why isn't it like me? Hold on. It's not liking me. When in doubt, reload. Yeah, it's not showing me the add files. Okay, let's try a smaller one. Cats? Oh, here it is. Cats too. Okay, we have the cats video. We're going to get that weird cat again. Okay. So this is just uploading the video to the folder. If I go to navigate within my bucket to that single file, there's some interesting URLs and things here. The one we want is the object URL, and that is, oh, did I not make it public? Permissions. Okay. Oh, enable public access. Bucket owner said forced a setting for object ownership. Okay. Watch Kimberly pretend to know how to use Amazon S3. Oh, I said block public access. Why did I? Don't block public access. I thought I could make it public. No?
The struggle bus that you're on right now is one reason why I am not a fan of Amazon S3, but I also don't play.
Oh, you've had to
very
use
often.
it sometimes.
I have, yes, and I'm not a fan.
Okay. All right, let's try again. Permissions. When the bucket owner force bucket policies to control access. Oh, it's enforcing a bucket owner. I should have just used a folder we had. Permissions. What is a bucket owner? Management? Somebody who's watching who asked about this, help us. Can we?
I remember the first time I was in Amazon S3,
I have an idea.
It took me like 3 hours to figure out how to upload one video.
We're going to just use the videos folder we already have, and we're going to put it there, and we'll move it later. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cats too. Upload. Oh my gosh. Amateur hour. I'm glad I saved this one to the end. Please stop watching now. No. Okay. Where's our cats video? All right. It's all right. I don't mind.
Someone asked what's
I know we all go through this. All right. Doesn't want to show me my video. All right. This is so confusing. Is Cloudflare this confusing? Maybe I should just try Cloudflare. Let's go. All right. Edit. Okay. Everyone can have read access to the video. Okay. That's the problem. I understand the effects of these changes. Good. Okay. This will not make the cutting room floor. Oh my gosh, here she is. This lovely cat to taunt me. Okay. So we uploaded the video to a bucket. We know the object URL of the video. So we can go and create a new post on our site. And this is the Amazon S3 cat staring us down. Okay. For this one, we can use WordPress's built-in video block, insert from URL, paste the URL of our video, and we'll just do this one at the page level, restrict access to it. So this video is hosted on Amazon S3. We can play the video through the WordPress site. We're using the built-in WordPress video player. Like I said, that Presto player does support external URL videos. So we would get those watch statistics. The built-in WordPress video embed that we're using here won't give us any statistics, how far along someone watched it, which are the most popular, what other videos did the user PM Pro team watch, which is what you'll get when you're using the Presto player version. And I'll just show you if I inspect and view the source of this. This is the source code of this website. The important thing to see is that someone who's savvy enough could view the source, find this URL, and then go share it directly to their friends. So that's like why this isn't too protected. The example I'm going to get out, hopefully sooner than later, would obfuscate this URL and make it inaccessible and not shareable. So only would load it through the site, would still be referencing that video hosted on Amazon S3, but would make it impossible to share direct URLs. It's still, people could still screen capture like we talked about, but it's just one more step to making things a bit more protected. Oh, Amazon S3.
Yeah, someone said, I think it's like Amazon Web Services. Yes. AWS always makes you read. Just when you think you got it, they rearrange the options.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. I don't use it too much because it's hard to estimate what it will cost you to host your videos with Amazon S3. There are like calculators that let you say, okay, it's 10 gigs of video files, and I expect to stream them to 50 people in a month, and it'll give you a budget. But I know people who have had a piece of content on their site, and this is not a restricted piece of content, a public piece of content with an S3 hosted resource, and they get a bill at the end of the month, you know, over $10,000. And it's not really metered. It's not setting a cap on what that's going to cost you. And I found their price estimator to be really as confusing as their interface to use. But I know there are people who know this better than me. And hopefully, you know, if they're watching, they can send us some resources or share some stuff to help us better estimate the costs. But I found it challenging to get a firm idea, and just the idea that you could get this unexpected huge bill in a membership environment, because the content's protected, you have some idea of the number of people that could potentially watch it. If every single person in your membership site streamed this video every day of the month, is that the worst case scenario for our bill?
Oh, we did get a little note that you can set a cap, but you just have to really, really read.
Oh.
Read.
Okay, read. You might be able to set a cap. Or you can just, like, you know, delete your credit card and go hide from the world and don't pay that $50,000 bill. I don't know. Yeah. Same with Bunny.net. They have an estimator as well. It's just significantly cheaper. And I found the interface really friendly.
Awesome. So if you guys have more questions, feel free to throw them in the chat.
I'm just going to pull up. This is, I keep saying, oh, and Presto Player has analytics. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a tickle. So here's where those analytics are in the Presto Player plugin in the admin under settings. If you click enable, they have this setting to purge your data older than 90 days. I think because if you're protecting all your video, you don't have to do that. Was this the one? Yeah, that's the Presto one. All right, so let's watch this, and we'll put some stats in our analytics. So we're just gonna watch this little kitty cat. I'm going to jump around. I don't know how that influences the analytics, but my cat would love to climb in a tree. All right. So we watched something. Let's see if our analytics are that quick. It's kind of a dashboard view of all of your videos. Excuse me. Okay. Averages across all users, who's watching and what. Lists the top users who are streaming and loving most of your stuff. You can view details about specific videos. I'm going to need a cough drop. So this is that cats video we just watched. As more people watch it, you'll get more data, the number of people that are watching it and where they drop off. So similar to your YouTube analytics, but just nice that you can see detail. And then, like I said, I can click through. I can look at one specific user's streaming behavior, the video and media they've watched, and how far along they've gotten. So it's not tightly integrated with Paid Memberships Pro right now. I don't know what membership level this user is. But it's pretty cool to be able to see that stuff and see what people are liking and consuming. Because Google Analytics will tell you, sure, they read a post or they were on a post for 2 minutes, but this is deeper analytics for the videos directly.
Fun stuff.
Cool. Read. Yeah.
Yeah, I was very confused by Amazon S3 when I had to use it the few times I did.
Cool. I think that's my demo. We don't have any other questions. It was
All
good.
right,
We got
now.
through a lot. We showed you how to, do those unlisted videos on YouTube. We showed you Vimeo for hosting and setting domain level restrictions. We showed you private video buckets on bunny.net as kind of your CDN, which is similar to S3 we showed at the end, and then how you can protect them in the WordPress site. We showed you for posts in the WordPress site the same way you would restrict the video on a page. If you have other custom post types in your WordPress site, we have an extension that lets you protect access to a custom post type. If you're using like a learning management system, as long as the course itself or the lesson is protected, the videos within the content, just like the text, will be protected. So yeah, go make some videos.
While we're kind of wrapping up here, next week we will be back with Kim going over how to integrate WooCommerce with Paid Memberships Pro. So that will be kind of like setting up your WooCommerce store within Paid Memberships Pro to have discounts for your members. Someone's going to go play with the add-ons package add-on.
Yeah, go give that a try. Let us know. There's things you can do to improve it. Certainly, like including the link in the email and stuff like that. But it rather than set up a whole other e-commerce store to take once-off payments for things like that, it's a pretty cool way to just make some transactions. You already have a gateway that you're using with your membership site. This just facilitates one-time payments within it. So yeah, check it out.
Awesome. And then after next week, we're going to do every other week. So it'll be the second and the fourth Thursday of every month that we will be live for you guys.
Yeah, just hit up paidmembershipspro.com/live has a calendar of like what's upcoming for us. And if you have ideas and things, just reach out on our contact form or post comments on our other YouTube videos of things you want to see. We're kind of designing our calendar based on what's coming in through pre-sales, what's coming in through support, and what's our most popular add-ons. We want to make sure we demo all of them to you and use cases that are most popular for membership sites in 2023.
Yeah, absolutely. Send us suggestions. I keep an eye on YouTube comments and the live stream submission form and just about everything social wise. So DM us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere.
Everywhere except TikTok. We haven't figured out how we're going to use that yet. So cool. Thanks everyone for watching. And we'll see you next week on Thursday at 2 p.m. for WooCommerce and member only discounts.
Perfect. Thank you guys.